You have just installed Maya. This is your first day and you don't know where to start with. So don't worry, this is SRJ and I am going to get you through the very basic fundamental of Maya to start with. The first thing is navigation. How to navigate, how to use the Maya. So we start with, you need a mouse and keyboard. What you're going to need, okay, this is your view. Everything happens inside this. So if you press left click and drag, this is how you can select things. To rotate, you need to alt and left click. You can rotate. Wherever the mouse goes, you can rotate. And there is a zooming option, scroll. There is another zooming option, you can use alt and right click. You have to hold alt and you have to hold right click, then you zoom in. The same way you have to hold alt and you have to hold left click to rotate. If you just alt and left click, nothing happens. You have to move. And then alt and middle mouse to pan. So there is 3 options. We will go once more. Alt left button to rotate, alt middle mouse button to move around, and alt and right click to zoom in. So there are 2 options to zoom in. One is a scroll and one is right click. You have to press alt all the time. So alt left click, middle mouse and right. You can create a note for that, so just in case. Let's move into the next things you need for navigation. Like you are moving around and you lost it, you don't see, like you went way too far. Now you can't get close to your initial position where this gate was. What you need to do, you need to press F. As soon as you press F, it goes back to the center or any object you have selected. So let's move to the second stage where we're going to create some objects. So for basic, you can create objects in create, polygon primitives, and there you get all the options. Let's create some cube. So we created this cube and this is how we can move around. If we lost, we press F. We move around, we look around, we go in. So this is what you need to do at your first day. You need to make some basic notes and you have to spatially practice for this movement. If you can't do a proper movement, you can't move around your software, you can't be really utilizing your software. So we are going to focus on the selection tool, move tool, rotate tool, scale tool. So these 4 tools you need to focus. So let's start with the move tool. First you need to select your object, then you press move tool. As soon as you press your move tool, you can see these 3 arrows. They are always in 3 color. So green goes for y axis, here is your y axis, the blue goes for z axis and red goes. So how you gonna use them? If you just click, so if you move your mouse on top of them, you will notice they are getting yellow. If you click here and hold your mouse, click and hold, then you can move them. Click and hold, click and hold. So you can use them to move in one axis at a time if you select them. If you go towards the center, you can move it all the way around. It will move according to your view. So this, as we move on, it gets messy. You don't end up with the proper alignment. So the next is, there are some square. So this square represents y and x axis. When we select this x square, you can see there are 2 axes now yellow. So it will move only in these 2 axes. So if we add more object, let's add more object. We have cube, we will add sphere. Let's move the sphere. Then again create cone, create torus. So we can move around this object. Next tool is rotate. So this is shortcut for this tool is W shortcut for move tool. Rotate, second tool is rotate. If you hold your mouse on the top of the tool, you will know this name and shortcut. Its name as rotate and shortcut is E. Its move tool shortcut is W. So its move tool works the same way. As you select, you can see 3 colors and 4 colors. So if you select any one of them, it will move in that direction. And if you just go outside the yellow line, it will move according to the view. And if you just click anywhere in the space, you can move it independently in any direction. So things get messy if you just play around. So I would suggest you to spend some time doing this random stuff, so you get used to of all the tools. So the next tool is scale. Again, the scale doesn't work on its own. You have to select it. You have to do any movement, any motion, you have to always select. So same goes with the scale. If you select one axis, it will scale in one axis. Or if you select the center, it is scale in all directions. This is, you need to be very important and very careful with the scale tool. If you want to scale something, if I am scaling in this direction or in this direction, it looks like it's scaling properly, but as soon as you change your axis, you'll see something wrong. Like you're scaling from here, oh, it looks okay, it says looks fair. If you change, oh my god, what happened? So you always have to be careful in the beginning. If you're creating something, you always gonna mess around. You're going to, so it takes time to get everything. So you need to spend like 30 minutes to an hour to do just these random stuff in the initial days. So doing this random stuff will get you used to it. So same it goes with like the move tool. To move in, to scale in 2 axes, you got 2 axis selection. Here you got 2 axis selection. And so all you need to do, click and drag. Click, hold your left mouse button and drag. So you need to do this exercise. You scale in one axis, then alt left click, change your axis, and to go back on normal. There is another useful tool besides them, is really useful, is undo. To go to edit, there is a undo move. The shortcut is Ctrl Z. So what does undo do? If we messed up something, we can always go back. So if I start pressing undo, you can see it's undoing all the process I done so far. So this is a really handy tool which you need to know. So if you have done this much, to get used to this, let's do some exercise. So I'm going to tell you one more thing you're going to need. You need to know about your workspace. So this is your viewport, panel layout. This is where you see one view. If you just click below that, there is a panel layout 4 view. So now you can see there is a perspective. This is top, this is front, and this is side. So this is the same thing you can see in 4 different ways. So the top one is like this. Now you can see, if you can see, the box is there, the box is here, it matches, right? Now if you go to the front side, so where is this front side? This is the front, no, this is the front side, right? Now let's see, the box is in the top, and this is in the same way. The first torus, then the box, then the sphere, then the triangle, and then we think about the side way. So this is the sideway, the box in the left, this is here, this is here, and this goes both overlaps, right? So this is you need to understand in the beginning. I recommend you to avoid using perspective and make things out of this three view. This is supposed to be your challenge, and this is actually easy to be more precise. If you drag and select and move, you can move multiple objects, and you can see it gets a little messy in the beginning. It's really confusing, but okay, you can use delete to delete all the objects, selected objects. Okay, we can let's create something. So we go to create polygon, primitives, and cube. We create one cube. We go to the top view. I will move it here. We go to create polygon, primitives, cube. We go to here, move, create polygon. So I created 3 cubes. Let's create 2 more. So now there are 5. So let's create some shape. So now there are 5. I want to create a shape L. This is a very basic, but you need to do it using these 3. So I can see. So what will happen? 3 shape will line like that, and 2 will go on top of that. So I can see here nothing. I can see. So I will go this way. I select. Let's select this and place it here. 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 So if I come to my perspective, I see a better L. What else if I have used perspective view? Let's undo the process. If I do perspective, like say you are in this view and you press it like this, and you go and you press it like this, you go, you place it like this. So now you can see this looks like a L, but it's pretty messed up. It's not properly aligned. This is how you can't manage this in the beginning, because you have to do it properly with the selected axis, and it gets confusing in the beginning. So you can see here from the top it's messed up. So if you follow the views, orthographic view, they are known as orthographic views, so they stay in axis, same axis. So if I do this, this one, and do this one, I make it close, this one and this one. So this much is pretty good than the one I created. This is still not the perfect, but it's still better. So you can create stuff and you can be little better if you are doing in this. So I really recommend you to work in these shapes, work in this environment, orthographic views. So let's do like letters. Let's create some A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, whatever you can. You can create the E, F, create 4-5 letters. This will be a good exercise to know your viewport. So this should be your first day. I'm going to, okay, that's it guys. So thank you for coming. Thank you for watching this. I hope it's helped somebody, anybody. I don't know. I'm just trying this. This is my first video, and I'm gonna be really happy to know if it's gonna affect even a single person. I don't know. I just this experiment. So I'm going to put basic notes what I just told in the description, and I'm also going to leave a link to Discord, where you can directly interact with me. I don't know how long this I am gonna keep this, but I'm gonna keep this for a while. So let's hope for the best, and hit me there if you're actually doing something. It's gonna be interesting. I actually love to teach, so this is the first time I'm putting myself on the internet and trying to see if I can approach more people. Okay guys, we'll meet you in the next video. Thanks for watching.